Hello there everyone, welcome back to another video about a children's trading card game. This is going to be a very short one. I just wanted to talk about some of the new news from the presentation which took place today as the time of this recording, and you should be seeing this today as well. Before I get started, I want to thank Sundial, my Simian level supporter. Let's go ahead and get started with the news here. And the first thing of the announcements that can't really mean anything is the product schedule. So we got this here. And I've got to say, this is kind of really disappointing. So Token Rambu, I think, came out in like May or June. It came out a little while ago in Japan. It is not coming out in English until January next year. But I'm getting ahead of myself, so let's just talk through the stuff we sort of see here. So Brush of Legends, available in about 20 days at the time of this recording. Revival Selection, September 3rd, September 24th on the Bermuda starter deck. And then, of course, October 1st, a week later, on the booster. We are getting the Clan Selection, Volume 1 and 2 at some point in October as well. And then in November, we're getting Set 3, probably near the end of the month. Which is quite a while, actually. That's a really long time between the main sets, right? Like August, September, October, November. Yeah, it's going to be 4 months. It's quite a long time. And then in December, the only release is going to be Start Deck 6, it looks like, featuring a character from the second season. I have no idea who that is going to be. Personally, I hope it's going to be a Brandgate user or a AiboYT user, because those are the ones I kind of give a shit about. So that would obviously be good for me. And then in January, Token Rambu Online. Now, look, I as much of a fan of the Sword Boys as anyone else, but a big reason I wanted to make this video is just to moan. I don't know what the point is, because if you're going to release like these things 6 months late, every single time, I think without fail, every single collab that Bushiroad has ever done, in Vanguard, certainly in Buddy Fight, released 6 months later minimum, which is, you know, ridiculous. Like, I think maybe with a couple of exceptions in Buddy Fight, and that was just due to how absurdly pushed those sets were, these things are dead on arrival. And, you know, it's a negative cycle, because, like, you know, I see Token Rambu Online and it's good in Japan. Like, in the Japanese format right now, it's good. There are good decks from that set. It's cool. But, you know, will it still be as good by the time Set 3 comes out? Because Set 2 just released in Japan. And then Japan's also going to be getting the Bermuda stuff. It's going to be getting Monster Strike. And then it's going to be getting Set 3. And, you know, is Token Rambu even going to be relevant by then? Probably not. It'll have been 6 months. You know, it's not, you know, like, it's, with these collab sets, outside of the Shaman King one, I think the only one they've ever shown to get, like, sort of another wave, like, immediately confirmed, it doesn't really happen. So, you know, I don't see why they're bothering, because it's not going to be powerful. It's not going to be interesting or new. You know, January next year, who cares? We're going to be looking at Set 4 by then. Everyone is going to be sitting there in January going, why do I give a shit? I want Set 4. I want this, that, and the other, right? Like, no one cares. So it's going to sell really badly, because, like, the only reason, I think the starter decks will probably sell well, because they have those nice, like, counters in them. So people will pick those up. But then, like, no one's going to buy the main set, because why would I? Again, it sucks. Like, well, I mean, I'm speculating, but I can't imagine it'll be anything better than Tier 2 by then. Certainly not based on Bushiroad's track record. And no matter how good you are at balancing your game, you know, 2 main sets later, it's not realistic that that is still going to be a top tier contender, you know, just sales-wise. So unless the effects are getting buffed for the English release, which is not happening, I don't get the point, and it's just very frustrating, because I don't see why it is being released in January. I see no reason they couldn't have dropped this in August, outside of, like, you know, them being bad at scheduling. It's very frustrating. You know, that's one bit of news, and that's the sort of depressing bit. But we have, the schedule for the rest of the year. I think this is actually good for me though, because my wallet is going to get a little break, because July it's a double release for me. It's set 2 of Overdress, and then a week later set 2 of Gate Ruler. But thankfully, I don't think set 3 of Gate Ruler is dropping till October, so I'll get a month in between, unless the set 3 is in the first week, in which case I'll get a week again, and it'll just be the reverse way around. But anyway, let's talk about the other thing, which is way more exciting and I'm way more positive about: the Bushiroad Rumble Online 2021. So, this is like, okay, this sounds like another remote fight thing. All formats covered, held over 4 weekends, 2 weekends in December and 2 weekends in January. Okay, let's take a breath there. December and January. Well, let's go and have a look there. Okay, so we're gonna be in set 3 format for all these events and maybe some token ramp stuff. Okay, all right. You got me interested. 4 weekends. I wonder why they're doing it over 4 weekends. They're all 2-day events. Now, I don't want to get too excited, but if they're all 2-day events, is it not theoretically possible that we might be getting best of 3? Now, I'm just saying, everyone and their mum has been saying this since the beginning of time. Vanguard needs to be best of 3. It's way too RNG to not be best of 3. So, if these are all best of 3, that's kind of mad. Vice probably won't be. Like a best of 3 would be like a 2-hour round, but and I think it was 2-day as well during this, or maybe that was just that was just standard, I think. But like Vice being 2 days, cool. Probably means more rounds of Swiss, but I mean, I'm genuinely very excited. These are all 2-day. If nothing else, that just means that you're not going to be sitting there and playing like straight through, which is really good. I'm glad they're taking advantage of the fact that this relatively costs them nothing to run. I'm not saying it's free, and certainly I commentated the Bushiroad Springfest online, and I know behind the scenes there's a hell of a lot of work that they put into it. So it's not like it's easy or free, but relative to organising an in-person event, I would say it's much easier, much more straightforward in terms of costs, in terms of just as long as you're not dealing with PPG. So I'm very excited, and I will probably be playing in these. I'm hoping I kind of set myself a cutoff of like set 3. If overtriggers are still just bullshit problem, I might not even be playing this game anymore. So if it's kind of fixed by set 3, you'll see me playing. It'd be cool. Otherwise, you will probably see me in B Premium because I want to play Raging Form. But yeah, that's kind of the big news. So maybe it's not clear, but I'm genuinely very excited for this Bushiroad Rumble thing. I want to see the pricing. I think it needs to be better than Springfest. It's not being marketed as a BCS or as anything that they've ever done before. This is a brand new marketing, so it should be distinct. So we don't really know what to expect prize-wise. Certainly no like worlds or anything, no flights out, whatever. That's probably not going to happen. And it seems like, I feel like the implication here is BCS is probably not going to be happening, because usually this would be when like Worlds is taking place. So yeah, probably not looking at a BCS this year either, which isn't overly surprising. It would be around now that we would start seeing dates and stuff and all that. So yeah, it could happen in some places, but a lot of places it still can't. Hopefully next year. But we're getting this, and I just hope the pricing is good. I'd really like them to charge an entry fee, a couple bucks, because that could go a long way to making the pricing really good, because the overheads are just going to be a lot less. We'll see. But yeah, I'm genuinely very excited. And also very disappointed about Token Rambu, and of course very disappointed that we're not getting Monster Strike. As broken as that set looks, it does look pretty fun. I really do like the idea of the gacha mechanic. I really want to play with that. And nothing about Shaman King, though I'm not, given that Bushiroad always plays it by 6 months at least, if we get Shaman King, it's going to be next summer. So we'll see. Hopefully they merge both sets into one and just do it as a normal booster. If they do that, then maybe it'll, we'll just get the full power wave in one go and they'll actually be playable. We'll see. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like the video, subscribe to the channel for more Vanguard content and of course Gateway content. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.